Oh, this is BF First Full Pack again. I'm doing one more video showcasing my Mega Man / Resident Evil selection. I felt it would be disingenuous not to show it all since I just teased a little bit of it when mainly talking about just the Mega Man, the Game Gear game. Still have a lot of the original instruction booklets for the Mega Man games that I got in the past, including Mega Man 5, which is one of my favorites, 6, 2, Extreme. Mega Man Soccer is an extremely awesome game. Unfortunately, most people are probably not going to have the chance to play it. One of the few sports games I enjoy thoroughly. Mega Man 7, Mega Man X, X2, X3. That was really cool. See that guy in the background? Neon Tiger. In the manga, he's the only person ever to beat Zero, and he beat the crap out of Zero. And if you've played the Mega Man X games, you know that that's a pretty scary thing. The original trading cards from Nintendo Power. My favorite one from Mega Man X2, that was Wheelie Gator. He had a really cool intro. This came with the original Resident Evil 4 pre-order, I think. It's a burlap bag. Let's see what we got here. We got Mega Man X7. Got mixed reviews. I actually like it. It was hard for me, though, I'm not going to lie, to pick a favorite Reploid because it was just pretty hard. Some of them are pretty ridiculous looking. Mega Man X8, Mega Man Command Mission. Just a word of advice, though, about this. Complete this first before you play Mega Man X8. Or maybe it's vice versa. Look it up on mmhp.net. Just mmhp.net. Because one or the other, before you play one or the other, if you finish it, you'll have Cutman show up in the X universe, which is pretty significant. That would make him the oldest working robot master you know of, because he's way older than Mega Man X. Mega Man Network Transmission. This is a different Mega Man. He's completely software. He doesn't exist in the real world. It's like a mix between Mega Man, The Matrix, and Pokemon. It's really cool. I really like this Mega Man, and the voice actor that plays as him sounds pretty cool too, unlike the one in Mega Man 8. He sounds pretty girly. Now this is pretty rare. This is a Famicom game, which is the equivalent of Super Nintendo. See, I still have the original box for my Super Nintendo Mega Man X3 game. And as you can tell, they're different. It's shaped more like a cassette case as opposed to the Super Nintendo American version. This was a really hard game to come by, and it's hard to play since it's the original Famicom game. It's not really meant to work on a Super Nintendo, even though internally they're the same. You have to use a Game Genie to get it to work, and it's in Japanese. Luckily, they came out with a Game Boy Advanced version of it that's in English, so you can just play it that way. And you can use this to play it on your GameCube, play it on the TV. Mega Man World 1, this is ridiculously difficult. I actually would almost not recommend ever playing it. It's pretty difficult. Let's see what we got here. Oh, this is what I'm talking about. Mega Man and Base for the Game Boy Advance. This literally right here is this game. This game's bigger than a PlayStation game, but they could fit it onto a Super Nintendo, and then they put what was in this onto this on a handheld. Pretty fancy stuff. Mega Man 02, that's way further in the future past Mega Man X. He's replaced by a clone or something like that. Really haven't gotten into them. I've been collecting them, but I haven't played any of the Zeros, really. Collectible Proto Man action figure. Original and great shape Mega Man World 2 Game Boy game cartridge case. That guy right there, it's Quint, which is really Mega Man from the future reprogrammed to kill Mega Man, but he can't kill Mega Man because Mega Man is really him, causing a big conundrum. There's a mistake in the box art. He's supposed to be green, not red. That was pretty cool. Mega Man Extreme, Mega Man Battle Network 2. Marvel vs. Capcom. You could have Capcom and Marvel characters play with each other or fight each other. I normally just had Mega Man and Venom, Eddie Brock Venom, fight on the same side. Normally Hyper White Venom. Mega Man X4, the original. Let's see. What else do we got? I already showed you this. It's pretty cool stuff. This is in fair condition. It could be better. Original Mega Man 8 anniversary for PlayStation. And of course, since I did artwork for Mega Man Legends, I should have some Mega Man Legend games. The first one, side story, Trombone, main villain kinda-ish, Mega Man Legends 2. I highly recommend them. They're very, very fun. They don't play like a traditional Mega Man game. And what's really cool is that they have Easter eggs, like stuff taken from the original Mega Man game and put into their universes, like movie scenes and stuff. I have some Resident Evil stuff, which I think is appropriate because it's Halloween season. PlayStation 2 special set, Resident Evil 4, Code Veronica, which I recommend, and that which I don't recommend. It's boring. But what I least recommend out of all the things I've shown you, this Resident Evil 2 for the N64. They had to compromise it so much that you can barely see anything. My friend's screaming at me, "There's a liquor in front of you." I'm like, "Where? What liquor?" And then I'm dead because I just couldn't see it. It was too blurry. Only thing good about it is it adds journals at the very beginning of the game that you can find that talk about Jill. But unfortunately, when I first played it, I wanted to get that special pistol that you get if you kill the zombie from the Stars team that only shows up if you don't collect anything, so I didn't actually read them, so I don't know what they say. Mega Man X collection. This is the equivalent of those Mega Man games I was showing you, the anniversary collection. It's with the X games, and it unfortunately only came out for the PlayStation 2. Pretty cool, and its bonus game was something very similar to Mario Kart, which I find very fun, but they didn't bother to translate a single thing in it. Yeah, here we go. Mega Man X collection, Mega Man Anniversary collection. If I had to choose between the bonus games between regular Mega Man and X, it goes to regular Mega Man. The gameplay is so much fun, and it's so cool to actually play as Proto Man, see him close to full power. The original Resident Evil. One of the most fantastic games ever made. Another Capcom game I forgot was in here, Darkstalkers. Imagine having all the Universal monsters fighting it out. This is what it is, with a few other weird guys. Now here is the Mega Man 8 Anniversary Collection for the Sega Saturn. Why would you want the Sega Saturn version over the PlayStation version? You want it because it has Woodman and Cutman as bonus bosses in it, and they are way more difficult, for the most part, maybe not completely all of them, but for the most part, they're the most difficult robot masters in the game. It's pretty cool. It didn't come with the booklet that PlayStation version came with, which is, oh wow, right here. But what it did come with is artwork in the game itself. You only got this if you pre-ordered Code Veronica X, which I think is tied with the special edition Wii version of regular original Resident Evil, which I shouldn't say it's regular. It's very different than the original that came out. It has a lot of elements from the novel in it, which came from elements that were taken out of the original. Okay. DualShock version has Chris Redfield that's playable in it. This is really cool. All the music's been redone with a real orchestra. It's a very beautiful soundtrack. I recommend getting that soundtrack. Original Resident Evil 2. Resident Evil 2 for Dreamcast had better graphics. Resident Evil 3 for PlayStation. Resident Evil 3 for Dreamcast, which was really cool because you can instantly unlock all the costumes that you would have to work for in the original. Better graphics. Resident Evil Survivor, that it had a really good story. I recommend it, but it's too easy. The game itself is too easy. Code Veronica, the original for Dreamcast. Mega Man Soccer. X, X2, and X3. The NES versions. 5 being my favorite. How could it not be? There's Proto Man. The evil fake Proto Man. Long story short, it's because of that game it tricked the industry into thinking Proto Man was evil, and so they made him an antagonist in the American-made Ruby Spear cartoons. Bunch of Resident Evil collectible action figures I threw in here. Made from Toy Biz. This is what you need to hack your Super Nintendo to be able to play Famicom games on it. And the rest of the Mega Man games that I have. An American-made Mega Man 3 video game for the computer that's not really Mega Man 3, it just sucks.